More than a week after being passed by lawmakers, Governor Eddie Calvo put pen to paper, signing nearly a dozen bills into law today. Senator Brant McCready saw his Bill 42, otherwise known as the Contraband Reform Act of 2015, become official.
This is a almost nearly 40-year-old bill that hasn't been amended or hasn't been repealed. My colleagues voted unanimously to pass this bill, and I hope by sending this strong message that the Department of Corrections goes after everybody who decides to bring contraband into our correctional facility, and we punish them with as harsh as we can with this new mandate.
The bill is timely more than ever as DepCorp has made headlines lately over contraband being snuck into the prison, including, allegedly, by one of its own guards. And while there was much debate on session floor, Senator Tommy Morrison saw his Bill 3 become public law.
Our mayors work very hard to ensure that our kids who participate in youth programs are not left out there, left behind. And I think none of them also want to see them without the necessary or the basic necessities or equipment and supplies, or to also see a child show up to its opening ceremony without a uniform.
Bill 3 would allow mayors to use funds made available through the Limited Gaming Fund to purchase sports equipment. Senator Narissa Underwood saw her first-generation trust fund initiative become public law recently, and her second measure, in line with education, does the same as well.
So with this bill, we're actually giving the educators the tools for them to monitor the progress of our students towards being prepared for post-secondary, towards being prepared for career and college.
Bill 43 would change standardized testing within schools as DOE begins to use the ACT Aspire assessment this year. For Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz, his Bill 41, adopting revisions to the Uniform Interstate Family Support Act, was on a timeline.
It is Uniform Child Support law, and so unfortunately our children are being raised by parents that are living elsewhere, and so we need a uniform law. So this has been adopted by a convention of the United Nations. So I'm hoping you approve it, because otherwise we lose $7.2 million.
Cruz says the bill was written by the Attorney General's office along with the Child Support Section in Washington, D.C. And for freshman Senator Mary Torres, she saw not one but two bills become her first public laws.
We've seen that the democracy is so dependent on participation, and with the growing decline, there's a steady decline of participation in the voting process. You know, we felt incumbent to do something to enable people to have better access to voter registration.
Torres's Bill 23 would streamline voter registration, and Bill 24 would allow 16-year-olds to pre-register to vote. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.